Malaysia chose us, Fly FM. It's Ean and Haniff here. But today, again, it's not just the two of us. We do have someone special. Every time we have a guest, I say special. But, you know, he's a member of the parliament. That's how big he is. He's the YB from MUA. We have YB Syed Saddiq. What's up?
Thank you very much, Haniff.
Yeah.
It's good to see you in this new role, by the way.
Yes. My last memory of you is you beating me in badminton. Let me just clear that out.
I just want to acknowledge that you admit by losing to me, so I was just going to put that on record.
Yeah. How bad did you beat Haniff? Because he goes on like it was a close game.
Listen, it was a rubber set.
Okay.
There was 3 games we played. That means it was a tight game, okay?
Yeah. And until today, he's still blaming his partner.
I can tell. So
now he wants to rematch 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's why I left. Okay, never mind. I'm glad to see you again. And every few months we do catch up with YB. This time, what's going on? How do you even have the time to come here today, man? Let's have that
we
chat.
see your schedule. It seems insane, utterly insane. So
Some people practice work-life balance. I practice work-life integration. So I try my best to integrate everything together.
Right.
Whether it's on my training, my family, personal life, my work, and the reason why I think I have a very good mental health is because I love the job which I do.
Right. That's
so
important.
I can tie it all in together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you consider today being with Fly FM a job or?
No, I think it's a lot more relaxed session, especially as I can promote healthy living.
There you go.
And also remind Haniff that he lost to me a few times, whether in football or badminton, and in the future in swimming or triathlon.
We need to keep bringing that up if that's okay with you.
I'm just perfectly fine with that.
Great.
I'm probably better than you in swimming. I'm just going to say it once.
Wow.
I'll say it once.
Challenge
I
out.
said probably.
Challenge out.
I said probably.
So you were a swimmer before?
I was competitive. I wasn't like for state or national. It didn't go that far.
Dulu. That was Dulu. Remember, this is Dulu. But we talk about you for a sec. We were having a chat off air just now. You just began really swimming in February this year.
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts, given that, you know, what you did recently.
Yeah, because, you know, typical Malaysian, like they, during our sports classes, they'll just give us a football and then we play football or futsal.
Yeah.
Or if we're lucky, maybe we'll add sprints or badminton. But a lot of Malaysians do not have access to a swimming pool.
Right.
Yeah.
So for myself, I mean, before I started seriously swimming, the only stroke I can do was a breaststroke, but not even a proper breaststroke. You know, with your head up, people call berenang katak.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So when I first started swimming in February, I was so ridiculously slow. I think my pace was 4.3 per 100 meters. Just to give a little bit of context, I wouldn't even make the cutoff point for a normal triathlon event. So I was so slow. But I'm quite lucky in Malaysia. There are many ex-athletes who actually give coaching. So I took up a class and today I can swim quite well and I can swim for 4 kilometers.
That's amazing.
This is an important recap of how he took up swimming because if you guys didn't know, well done YB on completing the triathlon in Langkawi or Ironman Langkawi. That's a total of 200 plus kilometers inclusive of that 3 kilometer swim. Open water is different from swimming in the swimming pool.
Do you admit defeat there when it comes to open water swimming?
Open
Do you still want to challenge him?
I won't know. Okay, no open water.
I will throw the jellyfish at him, then he'll be scared.
All right, let's talk more about that. How was it, man, dude?
It was crazy fit. It was 3.8 kilometers of swimming in open sea.
Open sea.
And battling hundreds of other participants swimming over you. Because, you know,
really?
it's a swim fest, you know, and like they kick you, they'll throw punches at you, push you aside.
Lanes?
No, of course there are no lanes.
What? Okay.
And then after you deal with all the kicks and punches, come jellyfishes stinging you. And then after the 3.8 kilometers open swim, you transition to 180 kilometers of cycling. Wow. And Langkawi is known to be one of the toughest cycling courses in the world. Because of its humidity and heat and because of its about 1,800 meters of elevation. So the hills are
and you
brutal.
begin at the Datai.
Correct, Datai Hills. And you have to make 2 loops, you know. It's crazy. And then after the 180 kilometers, you transition to a full marathon, 42.2 kilometers.
And that elevation messes with your cardio, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it messes with your mind. At one point in time, you enter a zombie state, you know, like where are you going, what's happening, you just want to finish it. But while it was a torture of an experience, I think it has made me a much better person.
Now, how long did you actually train for it? I'm just trying to gauge how long it takes someone to get ready for a triathlon like this.
I think for me, I truly started in the month of February,
Okay.
March.
Yep.
That's why I started picking up running classes, cycling classes, swimming classes. But at the same time, I knew I had to pick up my intensity, because many of those who have joined the Ironman, they've done it like 10 times, 12 times, or they at least have some base. Like they're a very good runner, they're very good cyclist,
Right,
swimmer.
yeah.
For me, I'm not just mediocre at all three, I suck at all three.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
really
No.
bad. I mean,
Okay.
no. If you had met me before, like seriously, I suck at all three. Badminton, very short course and we're done. Running, I mean, I was really bad. Really bad. I mean, I could barely cycle more than 40 kilometers before. Swimming, I couldn't even do 2 laps. If I was to do freestyle,
Right.
I can't even finish 50 meters.
Weren't
right?
you forced to swim as a student in RMC, the Royal Military College?
So RMC is a very interesting story.
Yeah.
How they forced me to swim is, I mean, it's really a lot of mental and physical torture as well.
Yeah.
So we have a very dirty swimming pool. Okay.
I live there in Singapore, by the way.
Oh, really?
I know that pool.
Okay. So
Go on.
the staff will just line all of us in a straight line.
Okay.
And they'll kick us in the pool.
Yeah.
What age
Whether
were you
you
doing
know,
this?
we were 16.
Okay,
And
okay, yeah.
and if you cannot float, or at least swim to the corner, they will disallow you from exiting the college to go for your, to meet up with your family, etc.,
Wow.
etc.
Yeah.
But
I
there's no
remember.
true classes of how to do freestyle, breaststroke. So literally, it's just survival.
Whatever, yeah.
It's just survival. How can you
Yeah.
float? So I wouldn't call that proper swimming classes.
No,
But
I'm
it's a good
sorry
start.
I'm bringing that up. Now, the next thing is, I was very impressed. Dude, I follow you on Instagram, right? And reports as well. And I was
Yep.
following you throughout the Ironman Langkawi.
Yeah.
There was an accident. You were on the bike. You didn't complete it like
Yeah.
everybody else did, but you didn't stop. It was hitting a tree. What happened?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
tree fell?
So at about kilometer 115 to 120, when I was heading down, and then I remember I was about 30 to 33 kilometers an hour.
Right.
There was a downpour. It wasn't just raining, there was a downpour.
Okay.
So trees were being uprooted.
Yep.
So right in front of me, there was a tree which fell. Thank God it didn't fall on me. It fell in front of me. Just as I was about to evade the tree, because you have to imagine there are a lot of cyclists together as well. So there's one cyclist to my right, so I cannot just push the cyclist. Above and beyond that, the tree covered our whole lane. So the right lane had incoming traffic. And the traffic is not cyclists, cars. So, I mean, I had to pick split second, right? Do I
Yeah.
hit the cyclist, do I hit the car, or do I hit the tree? And the
Yeah.
tree is a more amenable option. But I was, in a way, quite lucky. Because while I hit the tree, I had no broken bones.
Yeah.
At that point in time, I mean, I entered immediate survival state. I just needed to survive. I was so worried because there was blood coming out everywhere. And I was most worried if my bike was destroyed, actually.
Yeah. Then you can't finish.
Yeah,
right?
because your bike is gone. There's no way for you to finish, right? I mean, even if there's a broken bone, I can, if it's some part of my body, I can still find a way to power on.
But in the movies, they just carry the bike and they walk, and
Eh.
whoa, everybody
Yeah,
cheers.
yeah.
For
Flat, flat.
seriously, for 60, 70 kilometers more,
maybe not.
and a full marathon after, hell no.
Here's the
No way
thing.
you
I
could
mean,
do that, yeah.
with all due respect,
Yeah.
I respect what you did. 13 hours. You still finished 6th place, right?
Yeah.
You crashed your bike. How difficult is this thing if you can still crash and yet finish 6th
You're
place?
questioning that?
I'm just curious because it doesn't add
Alright,
up to
man.
me. I do not doubt your athletic ability, but I'm
Okay.
just wondering who are the rest of the people competing in this Ironman?
And the best way to know on how difficult it is for you to register and join.
This Ironman.
Exactly.
But,
And
okay.
then you will realize.
If you give me 3
How-
years, 3 years, I'm down. Next
Hey,
time you
walk
do it
the
in 2
talk.
years' time.
Walk the talk.
You give me 3. How long did you train?
Why
Okay,
3
February.
years? 7 months.
Okay, let's see. 7 months. When's the next Ironman? Is it in
The
7
next
months?
Ironman, it's in October.
October.
Next
is
year,
my-
October. So you have 1 year.
1 year. Okay.
You have the bonus of
1
additional
year.
months.
I'm down for a year. You
Okay.
give me a year to go away and train.
Listen, there's much to talk about this conversation.
Okay,
We're
okay.
going to continue in a bit, okay?
Alright.
Remember, you need to walk the talk. Is
You
it talk
give
the
me a
walk?
year. I do the London Marathon, bro. Anything.
We'll come back
Bring it.
with YB Syed Saddiq and Ian. The battle is on.
I don't want to get across that I'm coming across as rude or anything. I'm just questioning.
Here
Because
comes-
you did have that accident and yet you finished 6th. And you said this is your first time
Yeah.
in an Ironman. So I'm just wondering, with the right training, how hard can this be? I'm just curious.
I can tell you it's a Herculean task. You
Herculean
have to
task.
sacrifice time with your family, your socials, your time on Netflix to really dedicate your time training every day.
Yeah.
Because to be very frank and honest, the day of the Ironman, It's a day of celebration. The proper Ironman starts every single day, where you have to force yourself and be disciplined to wake up before subuh prayers, to do your swim, bike, run, and then to go to work. Once you come back from work, instead of indulging in really good nasi lemak or ayam pedas muar, asam pedas muar, you have to really be disciplined with your diet, and then immediately start running again, sleep early, and then go through that schedule every single day.
Wow.
That's the actual Ironman. The day in Langkawi is actually the celebration.
All right, I'm gonna pull you guys back to a conversation you had with Ian tadi. I'm out of this conversation. Okay, I'm just saying Ian was questioning a bit more. Like
see how this guy
it's as though you could finish the.
No doubt. I think
The
with the
Ironman.
right training, why not? I'm very inspired right now by the man.
No, inspiring
Okay.
and do it. Did you hear his wisdom
I will
speech or
do
not?
it. You give me a year next October, I'm down with this,
Why,
man.
why don't we try with a mini Ironman first, you know?
That's my
What's a-
nickname.
what's a mini
Mini, you know, that's what they call me. I dominate anything mini, bro. When we stood up just now, you taller than me. I am mini man.
Okay, hang on, mini man. What
You
what
can't
do
call me mini man.
Oh,
That's
you-
for him. That's for him.
Okay, YBSS.
Yeah.
What do you mean by a mini Ironman or mini triathlon?
I mean, it's still swim, bike, run.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try do a 750 meter swim instead of a 4 kilometer swim.
Yeah.
And then we transition to about a 10-20 kilometer bike.
Okay. Okay.
And then we do a 5 kilometer run.
That sounds really good.
All right.
YBM,
Oh,
shake your
Oh,
hand.
they're shaking hands,
oh,
guys.
okay.
I'm down.
Really?
How
This
long
is,
do I have to train? That's the question. Because what you see right now isn't the real me.
I thought you were
Hey,
also so
kejap.
confident.
Bro, dia hari-hari pergi gym, bro. This
There
guy,
you go.
and then
Ah.
you laugh
Cardio
at me.
kosong. Cardio kosong.
You
No,
gym,
no,
you don't.
but do you skip leg day?
I'd never skip leg day. I
There you go.
love leg
Then
day.
you definitely can do it. You
YB,
definitely can do it.
Kejap,
he's
kejap,
got that rowing machine at
Give me-
home. At home. At home.
Hey, come on, that's stamina already.
Give me a few weeks, like kejap. Let's hold back, guys. Let's not go overboard. Okay.
Sam, you know, when we come back with Syed Saddiq, like in a week time or I don't know, in a year, he can now say I beat Haniff in badminton. I beat Ian.
Actually, okay. How long are you gonna give me to train for this, and when are you gonna give me that challenge? If you give me a few weeks, I'm down.
Okay, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks should be.
Can I
should be
bargain
enough.
for 3? Give me
Sure.
3 and I'm good. But
Sure,
number
3 weeks.
Okay.
3 weeks is good. Okay.
Okay. I'm. It's on.
Hey, another
Let's go.
handshake, gentleman's handshake.
okay.
3 weeks.
Gentleman's
It's
handshake.
on,
There
sir.
you go.
It is on.
Mua
Right.
versus Hatamas, I'm going to say.
I'm gonna say moi too, just so he doesn't beat me so bad.
All right, YB
All right.
Syed Saddiq, thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Haniff. Thank you, Ian.
It's Ean and Haniff on the Fly Breakfast.